Hi everyone, welcome to Plate Perfect, Cooking Made Easy. Today I'm going to show you how to make chole. Chole is a very popular dish in which chickpeas are cooked to perfection with lots of spices. If cooked right, it smells and tastes divine, an absolute crowd pleaser. So let's get started. Let me take you through the ingredients. Half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala powder, half teaspoon red Kashmiri chili powder and 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder. 2 heaped tablespoons of chole masala powder. I am using the store-bought one. 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste, 1 large onion roughly chopped, 2 tomatoes roughly chopped and 1 green chili, and the hero of the dish, chickpeas. I have taken 450 grams of chickpeas which I have boiled in a pressure cooker. If you're using canned chickpeas, take 2 cans and drain the water. There are few more ingredients which are optional, but I recommend you add them because it really brings out the flavor. So let's begin. In a pan, add 3 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil is hot, add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds and allow the cumin seeds to splutter. So now our cumin is ready. Let's add the chopped onions and stir the onions till it turns slightly golden brown. It will take the onions a few minutes to sweat and turn golden brown, so keep stirring occasionally. The onions are cooked well and have a beautiful golden color. Let's add the ginger garlic paste. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and mix it well with the onions. Cook till the raw smell of the ginger garlic paste goes. Do not over fry the ginger garlic paste or else it will leave a very bitter taste. Lower the flame and add the spices one by one. Turmeric powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, coriander powder and the chole masala powder. Do not add the garam masala powder now, we will be adding that later. Mix all the spices with the onions and ginger garlic paste very nicely. Add little water. This will help to avoid burning the spices. By adding water, it will bring down the temperature and allow the spices to cook evenly without getting burnt. Add 1 green chili which has been cut lengthwise. You can add more green chilies as per your taste and spice tolerance. Add the chopped tomatoes. I have used 2 large tomatoes for this recipe. Mix everything very well. We need to cook the tomatoes till it becomes nice and tender and soft. Add a little water. It adds moisture into the spice mix and ensures to cook everything evenly. Cook the tomatoes on a low flame. Please do not be tempted to hurry this process of cooking. Let time do its magic to combine all the ingredients into a lovely curry base. The taste of this recipe depends on how well we have cooked the tomatoes with all the spices. So be patient to cook this to perfection. Add a little more water. Cover and cook for about 3 to 5 minutes or till you see traces of oil separated from the spice mix. This means all the ingredients are cooked very well. Okay, so now the tomatoes are slightly soft. Give it a quick stir and add 1.5 teaspoons of dried fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi and mix it very well. Dried fenugreek leaves adds a very lovely flavor to this recipe. Mix everything very well. Cover and cook for another 5 minutes on low flame. As you can see, the tomatoes have become very soft and well cooked. The spices, onions and the tomatoes are well combined. Add half glass of water and switch off the flame. Allow the mixture to cool completely. Grind it to a smooth paste. Remove it in a bowl and keep it aside. In a pan, add 3 tablespoons of oil. When the oil is hot, add the masala paste and mix well. The color of the gravy will depend on how well we had cooked the onions with the tomatoes and all the spices. Add 3/4 glasses of water, sufficient enough to get a good consistency. The gravy should neither be too thin nor too thick. Mix everything very well. Add around 3/4 tablespoons of sugar. By adding sugar, it is not going to make the curry sweet. Rather, it brings a good balance and gives a lovely flavor. Adding sugar is optional. Add salt to taste and mix well. Add the boiled chickpeas and mix well. Add 1 teaspoon garam masala and mix well. Adding garam masala towards the end ensures the curry to have a nice aromatic smell and brings out the flavor of the dish as well. Cover and cook for 10 to 15 minutes till the curry comes to a rapid boil. Make sure it's cooking on a low flame. The chickpeas have been cooking in the gravy for 15 minutes now. The oil has separated from the gravy and the chickpeas are cooked very well. If you feel the gravy is too thick, you can add some water at this point. Add 1 tablespoon of fresh cream. Adding fresh cream gives the gravy a nice creamy texture and elevates the flavor. Finish it off by adding 2 tablespoons of chopped coriander leaves and mix it well. Serve hot with puris, steamed rice, or pulao or naan or even a humble chapati. It tastes absolutely amazing. Enjoy cooking made easy. Bye for now.